Margaret was 71 years old. She had her routines. Tuesday morning, the market. She knew every vendor by name. Thursday afternoon, coffee with her friend Irene at the corner cafe. Saturday evening, her favorite crime novel and a glass of red wine. Not a glamorous life, but hers. Completely, entirely hers. Then her daughter called. "Mom, we've been thinking. We want you to move in with us." Margaret said yes, because she loved her daughter, because she was a little scared of being alone, because it seemed like the right thing to do. 18 months later, she sat in my office, not because she was sick, not because anything had gone wrong. She sat there because her daughter had brought her. "Mom has become so quiet," her daughter said. "She just watches TV all day. She doesn't seem to want anything." I looked at Margaret, and I recognized that expression immediately. The expression of a person who has forgotten, quietly, gradually, without anyone noticing, that she was allowed to exist. Before the move. 6 months before that phone call, Margaret's life had a rhythm. She woke up without an alarm, made her coffee exactly the way she liked it, strong, with 1 sugar, in the blue ceramic mug her late husband had given her. She read the newspaper for 40 minutes. Then she got dressed, properly dressed, not in a housecoat, and went about her day. She paid her own bills. She called her own doctor. She decided what to eat and when to sleep and which friends to see. Was it a perfect life? No. There was loneliness sometimes, especially on Sunday evenings. There was worry about her health, about the future. But it was her loneliness, her worry, her life. The phone call. Her daughter Claire had always been a warrior. Even as a child, she was the one who checked that the door was locked, who reminded everyone about umbrellas, who planned for the worst. When her mother mentioned a dizzy spell one afternoon, Claire didn't sleep for 3 nights. She called her brother. She called her husband. She made a plan. "Mom can't be alone anymore," she said. Her husband agreed, mostly to stop Claire from worrying. Her brother agreed. He lived in another city and felt guilty about it. Nobody asked Margaret. Not really. They presented it as a decision that had already been made, with love, with the best intentions in the world, with absolutely no idea what they were about to do. The honeymoon. The first 3 months were wonderful. Margaret helped with the grandchildren in the mornings. She cooked Sunday dinners, her recipes, her way. She felt needed, useful, part of something. Claire felt like a good daughter. Her husband felt like a generous man. Everyone felt warm and right, and certain they had done the correct thing. This is what I call the honeymoon period of living together. It lasts between 3 and 6 months. After that, something shifts. Nobody plans it, nobody wants it, but it happens every single time. The silent war. It started with the kitchen. Margaret liked to wash the dishes immediately after dinner. Claire liked to leave them to soak. Neither of them said anything, but every evening, the same silent negotiation. Margaret would start washing. Claire would quietly undo what she'd done. Margaret would feel like a guest who had overstepped. Then it was the thermostat. Then it was the television schedule. Then it was the grandchildren's bedtime. Nobody shouted. Nobody argued. But the air in the apartment became thick. And Margaret began to feel something she had never felt in her own home. That she was in the way. What nobody saw happening. Here is what Claire didn't understand. Every time she tried to help, she took something away. "Mom, don't go to the market. I'll pick everything up on my way home." "Mom, don't call the doctor. I'll make the appointment." "Mom, rest. We'll handle dinner." Every sentence spoken with love. Every sentence removing one more small piece of Margaret's life. Psychologists call this learned helplessness. When a person is repeatedly prevented from making decisions, even small ones, even insignificant ones, their brain stops trying. Not out of weakness, not out of laziness, but because the nervous system learns, my actions don't matter here. And when your actions don't matter, you stop acting. And when you stop acting, you start disappearing. Margaret stopped going to the market because Claire bought everything. She stopped calling Irene because Claire was always nearby and it felt strange to have a private conversation. She stopped reading her crime novels. She wasn't sure why. She just stopped. By month 6, she was watching television for 7 hours a day. Not because she enjoyed it, because it was the one thing nobody could do for her. What Claire didn't know about herself. Here is the part of this story that nobody likes to hear. Claire didn't move her mother in because of love alone. She moved her mother in because she was terrified. Terrified of getting a phone call at 2 a.m. Terrified of something happening when she wasn't there. Terrified, deep down, in a place she never looked directly at, of losing her mother, of her mother dying, of being left with the question, did I do enough? Moving Margaret in was Claire's answer to that question. As long as Mom is here, under my roof, under my watch, I don't have to think about losing her. I'm doing something. I'm helping. I'm a good daughter. I understand this completely. I don't judge it for a moment. But a decision made from fear is not the same as a decision made from love. And the results are different. What Margaret said. On our 3rd session, Margaret said something I will never forget. Her daughter had left the room for a moment. Margaret looked at me and said very quietly, "Michael, sometimes I think I would rather have died alone in my own apartment than live here in theirs." She paused. "But I can't say that. They try so hard. They try so hard. That's the most painful sentence in this whole story. Because they did try. Claire tried every single day. She cooked healthy food and arranged doctor's appointments and made sure her mother was never alone. But trying without understanding is not help. It is violence made of love, soft, invisible, tender, but violence nonetheless. The turn. I worked with Claire for several months, not to make her feel guilty, but to help her see what was actually happening. I asked her one question that changed everything. When did your mother last make a decision, any decision, completely on her own? Claire thought for a long time. I don't know, she said finally. That, I said, is the problem. We made a plan, not dramatic, not sudden. Small things first. Margaret started going to the market again on Tuesday mornings, alone. The first Tuesday, Claire sat at home with her phone in her hand the entire time. Margaret came back with tomatoes and a jar of honey and a story about the vendor's new granddaughter. She was smiling for the first time in months. She was smiling. The ending. 6 months later, Margaret moved back to her own apartment. Claire cried. She felt rejected, abandoned, like she had failed. She came back to see me alone. I don't understand, she said. I gave her everything. You gave her everything except the one thing she needed most, I said. What? Her own life. Claire was quiet for a long time. Then she nodded. A year after Margaret moved back home, Claire told me something that stayed with me. We talk differently now, she said. I come on Saturdays. We sit for 3 hours. We laugh. We actually talk. Before, when she lived with us, we barely spoke. We were serving each other, not loving each other. Serving, not loving. That is the difference. The answer. So, what do you do when someone you love is getting older? When you're scared? When you want to help? You ask yourself one honest question. Am I doing this because it's the best thing for them? Or because I can't bear my own fear? Because fear is a terrible architect for family life. And love, real love, means allowing someone to be themselves, to have their own space, their own decisions, their own mistakes, their own life. Even when it's hard to watch, even when it scares you, even when you could so easily, with the best intentions in the world, take all of that away. Closeness is not the same as proximity. You can be deeply close to someone who lives in a different house. You can be completely alone with someone who sleeps in the next room. Real closeness is built from the quality of contact, not from square meters. So here is your question for today. Is there someone in your life you love so much that you might be slowly, without realizing it, taking their life away from them? Tell me in the comments. I read every one. See you in the next story.